Good Monday morning. What do we have here? A new tire. Praise the Lord. Dan told me that Danny was able to go on a 2.5 hour drive Saturday and go get a tire and then take it to Black's and have it put on. So I got a new tire on my picker, and maybe we can get back to rolling today. It actually rained an inch. I mean, not an inch. It rained a half an inch yesterday. So it's a little bit sticky. You can see the dirt there, how it's shiny. But hopefully with the way the wind is blowing, we'll be able to get back to picking today with the sun out as well. Just got through fueling up and servicing the pickers. And so every morning we have to service them. We grease up, make sure that the chains are tight. There's a big bearing there. I don't know if you can see that grease fitting. There's a grease fitting behind there. And there's not a lot of grease fittings on here, but we mostly have to worry about the chains, making sure that they're tight so that they don't jump off the sprocket. And I'm so glad that during this winter we serviced a lot of the chains and bearings and put new sprockets on. A lot of those are new sprockets. And matter of fact, I think I got some footage I'll add in here from that. Yeah, so this is some footage back from February, long before I ever thought about actually putting videos on YouTube. We had took the pickup apart, took the air duct apart, took all of the chains and the sprockets off. And of course, whenever you get to the lock collar that holds the bearing on, you got to cut those off. So we brought the torch out, and Dan is cutting them with the torch. Yeah, that's some real fire there. That's some real firepower. And whenever that grease that's in that bearing gets hot, it'll start to popping, and it'll make that grease sort of jump out of there, sort of like the flames are jumping out. So you got to be definitely careful with that. Of course, as you can see, also, I didn't even know to record with the phone on landscape mode, so the picture is narrow. But yeah, look at that fire. Yeah, so you just saw Dan using the torch to cut some of the bearings out, because whenever you take those bearings apart, a lot of them, they don't want to come off with a hammer and a chisel and a punch, so you got to cut them out. But I had to tighten up that chain this morning. It was loose. And, this 50 chain here, it was loose. And we walk around to the other side. I don't have all the doors open over here, but there's a lot of belts on this side. I don't know how the sun, I can't even see my phone. My screen case is so raggedy. But there's a lot of belts on this side that we have to check. Got that big belt there. It's a monstrous belt. And there's another grease fitting on this side to be greased. And let's go up. I'm gonna raise the basket, and we're gonna go up and check out the teeth on the inside real quick. So we're up on top of the peanut picker. We're looking on the inside of it. See if I can get out of the sun where you can see the teeth that's on this bar. Yep, those are the picker teeth that's on the inside that we changed over the winter. And it's got some teeth back here for finer separation of the peanuts from the vines. But there's, I forgot how many rows of teeth in here, but it's a lot of teeth changing whenever you got to go through all of them. I'm just glad that we got it all done during the winter time. So we got two grease fittings here on the PTO where the shaft pivots whenever you turn. I like to turn the tractor sort of at an angle so you can get in there better. But anyway, that's our morning thing, servicing the tractors and the pickers, making sure that they're ready to go. And like I said, with the way the wind blowing, you probably can hear it in the phone. We might be able to pick maybe about 11 or so when it gets dry up under there. So we'll see how the day goes. We'll check back in. So while we're waiting on the peanut bushes to dry, I'm over here at another field getting the digger tractors fueled up so they'll be ready to go whenever we can get back to digging, because yes, we still have peanuts that need to be dug. Might be about 90 acres or so, but that wind is blowing, so that's definitely gonna help. And it's cold out here, like 45 degrees. I'm not used to that kind of temperature, so it's cutting me up real good. But anyway, hopefully we'll be able to get some picking done with the way the wind blowing. Look at the trees. Ah, man, it's brick out here. All right. So we do dry our peanut trailers before we send them up there, because it's definitely more expensive for the plant to dry them than if we dry them. So I'm just gonna show you real quick the setup. And it's noisy out there. I mean, it's real loud. That's why I'm recording from the truck. So I'm gonna show you real quick, a quick walk around. No commentary, because you're not gonna be able to hear me. So I'm back at the field, and some of you guys probably remember seeing this lifter in one of the previous videos, but we're gonna try and get some peanuts lifted so they can get aired out better. Maybe we can get to the field to start picking a little quicker if we get them lifted up. Don't worry about that little squeaking noise. That's just a mouse somewhere. No, I'm joking. Something back there is squeaking. And this is to get them aired out so that we can hopefully get back to the field to start picking. It's just basically picking it up and laying it back down. So I got through lifting peanuts, and Dan found out that he had some bearings that went out. So as you can see, we got the sprockets taken off, all the chains, and now he's getting ready to have to cut the lock collars and the bearings out. So this is on his picker. It's actually the same side that you saw when we were working on my picker back in the winter time. And this is how the day ended. So hopefully we'll be able to get it put back together tomorrow morning and be able to get back to picking. You guys have a blessed night.